Module 3 is one of the first units that we will be able to that has student content. Module 1 and 2 was for the instructor and to help you in preparing to implement your course prior to students arriving. Again, remember the modules are not necessarily required to be taught sequentially, and Module 3 is just the first that's listed in our index of resources. You can choose when you want to teach each of the modules and in what order. Module 3, though, is where we start with our business startups. Again, the list of resources that are available within the files for each of the modules. The numbers, again, the 03 tells you it's just listed under the Module 3 category. And the 01 tells you which order is listed in the resources. Module 3 does not have any required activities that have to be maintained as part of the student's portfolio. But it is important to notice that several questions on the exam come from the sections on 0313 and 0314, ethics and social responsibility, and the student exercise activity. Notice 0315 tells you it's in the teacher guide, and I'll show you how to access the teacher guides in Module 8. Another important activity for Module 3 is 0311, the elevator speech. This is one of the activities that you will complete as part of this training. This one helps the student prepare for when they have to go and do their self-assessment presentation. It just gives them the opportunity to start talking to adults, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how I do that when we get to that section of this module training. Again, the Module 3 does not have any required components, but a lot of the content will be specific to this area. The sections on writing are here to assist you if your students are needing to gain skills in writing before beginning this course. These are great options if you're teaching this in a business English or one of those type of courses. But again, if your students are able to effectively write, these may be sections that you do not teach. Again, remember, we give you more content than is actually required to be taught so that you can utilize it in your course how it best fits. Because remember, this course is taught not in just one course, but has several options for how schools can implement this curriculum on their campus. So 0303 is the Student Industry Expert Presentation Ballot. One of the things, if you're teaching this in an entrepreneurship class, a great opportunity for students to engage with business and industry individuals. These could be people you have come in and make presentations in your classroom, or you can use Nepris to select individuals to come in virtually and make presentations. Be sure to follow your school and district guidelines for having guests visit your classroom. 0304 is going to talk about the 9 steps to starting your small business. So the first thing is you have to define or describe your differentiated offering. What makes your business different than everybody else? If you're going to sell hamburgers, why come buy a hamburger from you? Then you have to identify and quantify your target market. Create your one-page financial projection called a pro forma. And you have to determine your marketing and selling strategy. Fifth, you have to secure your funding. This is where that elevator speech comes in. And then 6, develop your launch plan. 7, you got to visit the GoBiz portal to register your business. 8, select your accounting system. And 9, arrange for sound insurance protection. The 9 steps will take considerable time. And steps 1 through 6 are entrepreneurial steps, and steps 7 through 9 are administrative requirements. 0306 is one that goes over the 4 rules of effective writing. And these are great resources, again, if you're teaching this in a business English class, or if your students are not effective writers. So it gives you some easy guidelines to help them and developing their writing skills that will be essential for completing this course. 0307, again, these are tools that go with the writing. There's a quiz, give you all the resources that you need. But 0311 and 0312 is the elevator speech exercise. Now, I utilize this activity in my class and have them work on developing their elevator speech, and then give them an assignment to go and to present that speech to 4 different adults within the school campus. So it can be their advisor, it can be the guidance counselor, the librarian, the lunchroom worker, a custodian, and have them sign off that the student completed that elevator speech to them. The goal is I want them to start getting used to talking to adults, because we eventually want to move them to talking to a non-familiar adult. And so this gives them a chance to start out with a short speech, 30 to 90 seconds, talking to someone that they are familiar with. Now, the ethics and social responsibility is an important part in preparation for the certification exam. Several questions will come from these sections. Now, unfortunately, one lesson is not going to help a student develop social or ethics and or social responsibility. But we want to start introducing them to the idea and the concept of what ethics is and what it means to be socially responsible. So when we're talking about ethics, we're talking about transparency. This could be salary transparency, GMO transparency. We're talking about conflicts of interest, intellectual properties. Now this one maybe students are more familiar with but don't understand. Copyright, patent and trademarks, and confidentiality. And 0316 is a differentiation student exercise. And so it helps them think through the process of what makes their product different than everyone else's. And then have them defend their effectiveness ranking of both Case 1 and Case 2. That concludes our overview of the Module 3 resources. Be sure to check your assignments and complete all activities that are part of this module before moving to Module 4.